Good morning. My name is Tom Dyke. I'm the author of Mama Moves In, a book all about elder care in your home. Not in a rest home, and not in your parents' home, but in your home. I'm fortunate enough this morning to have Sybil Dyke, my wife, with me, and she was kind enough to see me through the writing of this book and to contribute a little chapter from the standpoint of the secondary caregiver. So I asked her to be kind enough to read to us the chapter she wrote. She's agreed, and I introduce Sybil now to read that chapter to you. This chapter is on the secondary caregiver.
I found that in my role as secondary caregiver, flexibility is the key. The support needed by the number one caregiver will vary from day to day and moment to moment. And needless to say, if the primary caregiver is male, in general, more support is going to be needed. Not only will it be important to work diligently, and it will take work, on patience, compassion, tolerance, and understanding for the one moving or living in, but the caregiver as well. The role reversal is difficult for both, and the input provided by the secondary caregiver, who is usually somewhat less emotionally involved, can set the tone for everyone. Don't sweat the small stuff, and it's all small stuff is the case in most instances. Focus on finding the solution rather than making an issue of the problem. The lifestyle changes can and most likely will be challenging. Entertaining in one's home may be difficult, and going out for a time will once again require a stroller or a sitter. I messed that up. Taking out the new resident may require a wheelchair as opposed to the once familiar baby stroller. These are the same type of issues faced by those with special needs children or adults with various physical and or mental maladies. Just plan ahead, allow extra time, and be sure to remind the primary caregiver to have all the necessary supplies on hand if you're not accompanying them on the outing. It's very important to remember to remind them to take their cell phone. Encourage your primary caregiver to take advantage of special occasions and to share time and loving moments with your special guest. A trip to the mall to see Christmas decorations, the christening of grandchild, a picnic in the park on a beautiful day, attendance at a concert or church service can be especially meaningful and can bring back memories of the old days. And emphasize the happy moments of this relationship. Times such as these lessen the stress and tension which are frequently felt by the primary caregiver during day-to-day duties, and emphasize the positive aspects of in-home care. Suggest that your primary caregiver address the end-of-life issues ahead of time. If appropriate, input should be solicited from the guest and discussed with all involved. This alleviates any doubts that the primary caregiver might have regarding whether his decisions are the correct ones, and relieves him of making such decisions during increased emotional stress. Encourage family gatherings at home in which all age groups can participate and have fun. If appropriate, old friends of your guests can be included. As time goes by and these activities become more difficult mentally and physically, it may be comforting to recall these occasions with your guest. This also helps bring perspective to the other generations that might be during these gatherings and allows them to experience the pleasure of brightening the day of someone who's been part of their life. Most importantly, be available to take over the primary role on a routine basis so that the primary caregiver can have some time off. In addition, make arrangements for you and the primary caregiver to have substitute care available so you can both take off at the same time.